Let's kick off this list in style, shall we? And it is a big boy here, but as I do often like to say, some watches are made to be big and in your face, and the IWC Big Pilot does just that. The reference number here is IW50091. It is a classic black dial. It has a sub day of the week dial at 3 and a colour match date at 6. Now this is a beauty of a classic pilot's watch from IWC and one of the most important watch brands in the biz. I think for this one you are looking at around £9,000 at retail. Next up we have his John Wick watch, the Carl F. Bucherer Monero Auto.
Alright, buckle up guys, because today's reaction is about to get spicy. We're diving into a breakdown of Keanu Reeves' watch collection, and let me tell you what, some of these pieces are absolute monsters, while others, yeah, let's just say they scratch the surface at harder than the Corum Bubble GMT dial surfaces. And the man's got just about every type of watch, from the big boy IWC Big Pilot that basically screams, I run the room, to the Carl F. Bucherer that we're seeing right here, the Monero that looks slick enough for a hitman, but soft enough to make you question your life choices. And don't even get me started with the classic G-Shock 5600, because if Keanu Reeves can wear a €50 watch or $50 watch and still look cooler than every one of us combined, why do we even bother? And, you know, right now this reaction is to another channel called Watch Gecko, and trust me, I've got some extra thoughts I'm going to put in, and some takes I agree with, some takes I'm flipping upside down, and some watches I steer right into the Matrix. So as far as that goes, if you're looking into brutally honest watch talk, hit that like button, subscribe, and if you're slamming the chrono pusher, subscribe, because you don't want to miss any more reactions. Let's jump into this madness, because Keanu's collection is about to get the fiery commentary it deserves.
Date. This gorgeous and sleek watch may not be the best or most robust choice for a gun-toting master assassin, but it still looks so goddamn good. This is a classic dressier watch design. It is absolutely gorgeous and definitely one that I would have in my collection too. This one goes brand new for around £2,500. Ah, the classic G-Shock, the 5600, basically the watch that every collector simply must have. In my opinion, of course, and for around £50 for the basic to £100 for the solar-powered multi-band 6 affair, it's so damn affordable. Keanu Reeves wore this for arguably his breakout action role in Speed, a really good film and an equally good watch. I have one, so, you know, it must be good. Again, this is a watch Keanu Reeves has been pictured wearing in both film and real life. It also happens to be one of 3 contenders for my favourite Rolex of all time. It's this, the Rolex Master 2 GMT Coke, reference 16710. It's such a classically cool watch with a hell of a lot going for it. Firstly, of course, it's a traveller's GMT, and a beautiful, some may even say quintessential tool watch design. For me, this or the classic GMT Pepsi Master are just beautiful watches, and personally, I think they have a better case and size proportion.
Okay, I must say, these have some really beautiful aluminum dials. I believe they're aluminum, and as far as that goes, I mean, they're just excellent Rolexes, and I've heard about these cases on these Rolexes being better and smaller than the modern Rolexes. But I mean, as far as it goes, the colors on it are phenomenal. I personally like the Pepsi more, but yeah, no, let's keep watching these watches, and yeah, let's go from here uninterrupted.
To the newer ones. Don't expect to pay anything less than £9,500 to £10,000 for this one. Sometimes I feel that we can't go 5 minutes without mentioning the Hollywood mainstay nowadays in Hamilton watches, and here is no different. Introducing the Hamilton PSR MTX, a limited edition watch inspired by the Matrix series. The PSR MTX was released in 2021 and was limited to just 1999 pieces. Get it? Because, you know, the original film 1999. Oh, stop it. You know, I think it's clever. It is a rather sought after piece as well by Hamilton and Matrix fans alike, due in part to the exclusivity and the tie-ins to the franchise. No idea how much this one would cost though. Now, this is another non-film watch tie-in, and it's a pretty interesting one, the Corum Bubble GMT. Would I buy it? No. Do I like it? No. Is it interesting? Yes. Yes, it is. It's a pretty eye-catching and fancy dial, and the watch gets its name from the bubble-domed sapphire crystal covering the dial. It has a GMT movement and is pretty unconventional and a little bit weird. It's interesting, I'll give it that much, but if you do want one, expect to pay around £2,500 for the privilege. So next we are off to the world of the mystical and his turn as DC character John Constantine, and in the film he does wear a brand that doesn't seem to get a lot of love on screen, and that is Oris. You can see that it's the reference number 7490, a classic looking dressier watch. Oris are one of my favourite independent brands, and since owning the 36mm Divers 65, I've often dabbled with the idea of buying the Big Crown Point Date Aquis or the Divers 65 chronograph. They make some amazing watches that are definitely well worth a look, but for this one I would say sub £1,000 online, maybe even under £500. Let's jump back up in price here, and it's enough to give you whiplash, eh? This is the Patek Philippe Golden Ellipse in rose gold, no less. The reference number for this one is 5738R. It's a Patek Philippe and an Ellipse, so what else can I say? I think this one is actually going for around £35,000, which isn't bad considering it's a Patek, and as usual, Keanu Reeves wears the shiz out of it. We are going to end this one with a story we all know about, or at least I assume you do. When filming Wrapped on John Wick 4, Keanu Reeves, being the nicest guy in Hollywood, decided to buy his stunt team all Rolexes. As you do. And it wasn't just any Rolex, but the Submariner 126610LN, a banger of a watch and obviously an iconic timepiece. Now, on the caseback of this watch was a person engraving from Keanu to the John Wick 5, but unfortunately tragedy struck, as in 2023 this Rolex was stolen from his LA home. However, miraculously, this £10,000 watch was recovered 12 months later in Chile and reunited with Reeves. This is a pretty awesome story, as not only does it focus on Reeves' legendary generosity, but it also shows the karma eventually made it so these goods found their way back to him. Honestly, it's a great story, and I'm glad to talk about it again. Oh, and I forgot, I have a bonus watch for you from Keanu Reeves. In the 2006 film Lake House, Reeves also wears a classic 16610 Submariner 2. Again, it's the older shaped version with the no date. I don't know if I've said this before or if you just need to hear it again, but I love the classic shape Submariner. The 40mm case shape from the 5513 until they went to the maxi case was just so good. So,
phew, what a ride. So I guess what you want about Keanu Reeves, the man's watch game is undeniably elite, and he definitely lives up to that. And he rocks everything from affordable legends like the G-Shock to heavy hitters like the Golden Ellipse without blinking. No flexing, no ego, just straight passion for watches and design. And honestly, that alone earns massive respect in this hobby. And some of these pieces are absolute grails, and some are curveballs, but some are what were they thinking moments. And altogether, though, they do paint a picture of a dude who actually loves watches. And that's why this collection hits different. If you enjoyed this reaction and my extra commentary, smash that like button, subscribe to join the crew, and drop a comment telling me which watch you think Keanu Reeves wears best, or which one you'd grab for yourself. Thanks for hanging out, Watch fam. Stay sharp, stay curious, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.